on the arm of a rescue ship sailor. He pokes my cheek. Howls from everyone. He pokes my chest. I see nothing but squeezed eyes, twisted mouths. No, we're not curious. I want to pluck out every white hair to see if the boy's scalp matches the pink on his face. I wish this, but walk away. Left back. The pink boy and two lad friends follow me home. I count each step to walk faster. I won't let them see me run. I count in English, forcing it to the front of my mind. I can't help but glance back. The pink boy shouts, showing a black hole where sharp teeth glow. I walk faster, count faster in English. Not that I care to understand what pink boy says, but I have to if I'm to laugh back at him one day. This is after school. Quiet inside. Brother Koi's home, not talking. We sit together shelling peanuts. I keep my day inside. Mother comes with 2 fingers wrapped in white. The electric machine, so fast. Brother Kwang comes home, throws down his uniform shirt, goes to the bathroom. At dinner, his fingernails are still rimmed in black oil. Brother Vu comes in whistling. He eats 2, 3, 4 pork chops. I eat 1, 2 chops. I have a feeling having muscles makes whistling possible. Fly kick. I sneak into my brother's room. The full moon shines on the bulkiest lump. I shake it awake. Outside! Brother Vu swats my hand but follows me. Moonlight turns us silver. My favorite color ever, silver. They pulled my arm hair. They threw rocks at me. They promised to stomp on my chest. Brother Vu yawns. A boy did pull my arm hair. Brother Vu pats my head. Ignore him. Okay. It's not like I follow him around. Why are you whistling? Someone called me Jing Chong. Is that good? Didn't sound good. Then he tripped me, so I flew up and almost scissor kicked him in the face. You missed. You missed? I wanted him to stop, not hurt him. I didn't even like seeing him scared. I would have kicked him. Teach me to fly kick, please. Not with your temper. I shout, I'm so mad. I shouldn't have to run away. Tears come. Brother Vu has always been afraid of my tears. I'll teach you defense. How will that help me? He smiles. So certain. He smiles huge. So certain of himself. You'll see. Chin nod. Next morning, halfway down the block, away from Mother's eyes, I hear the clink-clink of Brother Koi's bicycle. He stops and pats the upper bar of the triangle frame. I sit side saddle, holding onto the handlebar. The edges of our hands touch. As we glide away, I ask every day. I feel his chin nod on into the top of my head. After school too. Another chin nod. We glide and I feel as if I'm floating away. Oh dear. Feel dumb. Miss Scott points to me. Then to the letters of the English alphabet. I say A, B, C, and so on. She tells the class to clap. I frown. Miss Scott points to the numbers along the wall. I count up to 20. The class claps on its own. I'm furious, unable to explain. I already learned fractions and how to purify river water. So this is what dumb feels like. I hate it. Wow, that's cool. And I yelled. Wishes. I wish Brother Koi wouldn't keep inside, and how he endures the hours in school. That mother wouldn't hide her bleeding fingers. that Brother Kwong wouldn't be so angry after work. I wish our cowboy would be persuaded to buy a horse, but I could be invisible until I can talk back. And bad English could be learned without so many rules. I wish Father would appear in my class speaking beautiful English as he does French and Chinese and hold out his hand for mine. Mostly, I wish I were still smart. Hiding. Brother Vu now makes everyone call him Vu Li, a name I must say without giggling to get defense lessons. I need the lessons. I'm hiding in class by staring at my shoes. I'm hiding during lunch in the bathroom, eating hard rolls saved for dinner. I'm hiding during outside time in the same bathroom. I'm hiding after school until Brother Koi rides up to our secret corner. Wish Vu Li I squat in dining in Dungatan. Weight on legs, back straight, arms at my side, fingers relaxed, eyes everywhere at once. I'm practicing to be seen. Neighbors. Eggs explode like smears of snot on our front door. Just dumb kids, says our cowboy. Bathroom paper hangs like ghosts from our willow. More dumb kids, says our cowboy. A brick shatters the front window, landing on our dinner table. Brother Kwong refuses to translate. Mother shakes her head when Vu Li pops his muscle. Ow, that hurt. Let me try again. Mother shakes her head when Vu Li pops his muscles. Ow, that hurts. Okay, so our cowboy calls the police, who tell us to stay inside because we want them to be safe, remember? Hogwash, our cowboy says, then spits a brown blob of tobacco, which isn't good for your body. I repeat, hogwash, puckering for the end of shh. Mother decides we must meet our neighbors. Our cowboy leads, giving us each a cowboy hat to be tilted while saying, good morning, good morning. Similar than good morning, similar than good morning. Only I wear the hat in the house. In the house, to our right, a bald man closes his door. Next to him, a woman with yellow hair slams her. Well, that wasn't very nice, huh? Okay, well, let's go. Next to her shouts, reach us behind a door unopened. Redness crawls across my brother's faces. Mother pats their backs. Our cowboy leads us to the house. Our cowboy leads us to the house on our left. An older woman throws up her arms and hugs us. We're so startled we stand like trees. She points to her chest. Mrs. Washington. She hugs our cowboy and kisses him. Wow, that's similar than George Washington, the president of the U.S. I bought only 45 presidents of the U.S. I bought only husbands and wives do that when alone. We find out Mrs. Washington is a widow and retired teacher. She has no children but has a dog named Lassie and a garden that takes up her backyard. She volunteers to tutor us all. My time with her will be right after school. I'm afraid to tell her how much help I'll need. New word of the day. Mrs. Washington has her own rules. She makes me memorize one new word a day and practice it 10 times in conversation. For every new word that sticks to my brain, she gives me fruit in bite sizes, drowning in sweets like white fluff, cookies with drops of chocolate small as rain, flat, round, pan-fried cakes, floating in syrup. My vocabulary grows! She makes me learn rules I've never noticed, like a, an, and the, or the, or whatever, which act as little megaphones to tell the world whose English is still second-hand. The house is red, but we live in a house. A, N, and V, or V, or whatever, do not exist in Vietnamese, and we understand each other just fine. I pout, but Mrs. Washington says, every language has annoyances and illogical rules, as well as sensible beauty. She has an answer for everything, just like Mother. Seriously? More's not better. I now understand when they make fun of my name, yelling, ha ha ha, down the hall. When they ask if I eat dog meat, barking and chewing and falling down laughing. When they wonder if I lived in the jungle with tigers, growling and stalking on all fours. I understand because Brother Coy nodded into my head. On the bike ride home, when I asked if kids said the same things at his school. I understand and wish I could go back to not understanding. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Our cowboy says our neighbors would be more like neighbors if we agreed to something at the Del Rey Southern Baptist Church. I've seen the church name on a sign where blaring yellow sun rays spell G-O-D, God, spell God. Our cowboy and his wife wait for us in the very first row. He's smiling, she's not. A plump man runs onto the stage, shouting, everyone except us greets him. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Hallelujah, get it, kids? The more he shouts, the more everyone sings, Hallelujah! Later, a woman smelling of honeysuckle signals for all of us to follow. Mother and I are told to change into shapeless white gowns. We line up in a hallway too bright and too bare, where my brothers await us frowning, all wearing the same shapeless white gowns. I giggle. Mother pinches me, then steps forward first. The plump man waits for her in a tiny pool. One hand holds her nose, another hand on her back, pushing her under. I start to jump into the pool, but Mother is standing again, coughing. Hair muttered to her face, eyebrows narrowing at me. Each of my brothers gets dipped. My turn comes, no matter how I laser eye Mother to stop it, and yet it's not over. We must get dressed. You know what? We must get dressed and line up on stage next to the plump man and our cowboy and his smiling wife. Her lips curl even more as people line up to kiss our cheeks. Drops from wet hair drip down my back. Bumps enlarge on my chilled skin as I realize we will be coming back every Sunday. Can't help. Mother taps her nails on the dining table, her signal for solitude to chant. I shuffle off to our room, but I'm still with her through my ears. She chants, Nam Mo Di Da Fat. Nam Mo Wan the Am Bo Tat. Such quiet tones after a day of shouts and hallelujahs. Clang, 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 a spoon chimes against a glass bowl. Nothing like a clear stream bell echoes from a brass gong. Excuse me. Dinner, you know. It's ready to serve. Instead of jasmine incense, Mother burns dried orange peels. Ashy, bitter citrus invades our room. Nothing like the floral wafts that once calmed me. I try but can't fall asleep, needing amethyst spring twirls and her lavender scent. I'm not as good as Mother at making do. Finally, she comes and turns from me her signal for more bedtime alone. I lie, frozen, sniffing for traces of lavender. I love lavender. It's beautiful and perfect and dreamy and pastel. Too faint, yet I dare not roll closer. She sighs, extends it into a sniffle. Where are you? Should we keep hoping? She thinks I am asleep. More sniffles, so gentle I would miss them by inhaling too deeply. Come home, and see how our children had grown. Oh, all my life I've wondered what it's like to know someone for forever, then poof, he's gone. Another sigh. It's more difficult here than I imagined. I thought so. Despite her own rule, Mother can't help yearning for father any more than I can help tasting ripe papaya in my sleep. Spelling rules. Sometimes the spelling changes when adding an S. Knife becomes knives. Sometimes a C is used instead of a K, even if it makes more sense for cat to be spelled cat. C-A-T spells cat and K-A-T is spelled cat. Sometimes a Y is used instead of an E, even if it makes more sense for moldy to be spelled moldy. Moldy is spelled M-O-L-D-Y spelled moldy, and M-O-L-D-E is spelled moldy. But this isn't the wrong way, just like cat. Whoever invented English should have learned to spell. Cowboy's gifts. Our cowboy likes to bring us gifts. The breathing catfish was Mother's favorite. I couldn't watch Wooly kill and clean it, but it tasted so good. The boy tasted so good. After getting us dipped at church, our cowboy brought gifts even more often. Wooly always asks for beef jerky, pointing to his muscles. I prefer really fat grapes. Today, our cowboy brings chips and chocolate. My brothers and I finish the chips in a flash. I love chips and chocolate, don't you? Later, Mother throws away what's left on the candy. Oh, I love candy. After she falls asleep, I retrieve the bars. They'll be better than hard rolls for lunch. Someone knows. My word for today is delicious. Delicious. Mrs. Washington asks, was your lunch delicious? Before speaking, I had to translate in my head. She waits. I ate candy in toilet. Ugh, gross. I don't eat that and that. Mrs. Washington looks panicked. What? I realized my mistake. Oh, the toilet. She doesn't look any happier. I told not candy all the time. I had not candy all the time. But you always eat in the bathroom? I nod. Why? How can I explain dragonflies do somersaults in my stomach when I think of the noisy room full of mouths chewing and laughing? I'm still translating when her eyes get red. Red is my favorite color, you know. I'll pack you a lunch and you can eat at your desk. No, eat in class. I'll fix that. Things will get better. Just you wait. I don't believe her, but it feels good that someone knows. Most relieved day or whatever it is. At lunch the next day, I stay in class. Miss Scott nods. Can it be this easy? And instead, my first brown paper bag, a white meat sandwich, an apple, a crunchy curly thing sprinkled with salt, and a cookie dotted with chocolate raindrops. Something salty, something sweet. Perfect, perfect. I hear pounding footsteps in the long hall. I stop chewing. Two students run into class giggling. I firm my muscles, ready for the giggles to explode into laughter, thrown at me. But smiles appear instead. The girl has red hair swaying to her bottom, a skirt falling to her calves. She says, Pam. I hear Pam. Pam. I hear Pam. The boy of coconut shell skin is dressed better than for church, a purple bow tie, a white shirt that wouldn't wrinkle even if he rolled down a hill. His shaved head, his shaved head is so shiny and perfect, I want to touch it. He speaks slowly and loudly, but I don't mind because he's still smiling. He says, Stephen. I hear Stephen. I have not seen them in class, but then I mostly stare at my shoe. I will write in my journal, October 14th is most relieved day, and as I have noted, April 30th was Saigon is Gone Day, and September 2nd was longest day ever. Though I was saving most relieved day, a real relief for father's return. He can have the title, My Life's Best Day. Smart again. Pink Boy stands at the board. He can't multiply 18 by 42. I go to the board, chalk the answer in 5 moves. My cheekbones lift to the ceiling until I see horror on the faces of Pam and Stephen. Pink Boy is glowing red against white hair, white eyebrows, and white eyelashes. Miss Scott nudges me toward my seat. Pam reaches for my hand, hers trembling. I know Pink Boy will get me, but right now I feel smart. Hair. One day the honey-haired girl takes her pink ribbons and knots pigtails in my hair. She stares, shakes her head, yanks back her ribbons. Pink don't look good on you. The 3 girls of bronze-red skin remove colorful barrettes from their hair and twist onto my head so many braids. The girl's hair holds the shape of braids even without barrettes. Pam and Stephen nod, so I keep still. Walking home, my shadow shows eels dancing on my head with tails in shapes of bows, stars, hearts. Mother and brothers notice, pause, then go on with their day. It isn't easy to sleep on a pile of plastic barrettes. The next morning, when the girls slip off the barrettes, my hair falls back to being straight. The girls yank my flat strands, walk away. I've spent my life wishing for long hair, and this is what I get. The busy one. Wooly no longer has time for just me. At sunrise, he throws newspaper onto porches. After school, he flips perfect circles of beef. At sunset, he teaches Brucey Lee moves in our front yard. We line up in 5 rows, squatting and shifting, the only moves he has taught us. I make sure to get into front row. First came the eager boys. Next came the giggly girls. Then came our neighbors who couldn't help their curiosity. They wave back now, at times bringing jiggly, colorful food we don't eat. Everyone in Wooly's class wears yellow. Some even bought suits exactly like Brucey Lee's. Okay, start over, because it was so blurry. Okay. Everyone in Wooly's class wears yellow. Some even brought suits exactly like Brucey Lee's. Brothers Kwong and Koi joined too. Once I saw Mutter behind the curtain smiling. I squatted low and sturdy then. We're gonna pause there because it's getting late.